everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Shilpa. So this video is the most requested one that I feel, because I keep getting questions for all NIFT MFM course aspirants that how are the placements and do you get good placements, are the packages good and stuff like that. So of course I answer them on chats or comment section, but today I thought it's probably time for me to address few things on how to land a good placement from MFM course. So I thought probably it's time for me to make a video where I just give you tips and tricks on how to land a good placement, and at the same time talk about my internships, which plays a huge role in getting a good placement. So let's start with a failure story. In the beginning of 2020, when COVID had not hit India, Calvin Klein and Tommy Hilfiger, which belongs to a huge conglomerate that is PVH, came to our college through our college, internship and industry engagement for recruiting for buying interns. And honestly, I was a very overconfident female who did not prep much. I believe that, just because I know how to take care of a good conversation and, interview, I do not have to prep. So I did not read much about how buying works. I had to have some knowledge about it. And then, what is the current Pantone color, what is trendy right now. So I basically did not do any preparation and I fell on my face. I did not get through and it did hurt me a lot. I was I devastated that I did not get the internship? Yes. Was my ego hurt? Yes. But did it scare me? Of course, a lot. That I felt like I might not, get the chance to enter this industry at all. And probably I'll have the tag of being a chemical engineer forever. And fashion industry will not accept me anyhow. So these were the things that were going in my head, and after that COVID hit, and around 2 months I stayed at my home and chilled and did random things and did not really think about it. And at that point of time I realized that this is the time that I work on myself, this is the time that I work on my skills, my CV, so that I can prove people that I can be in this industry. Because when you're coming from another industry, people would want to know if you're well informed and for the industry that you're coming in rather than what you have done before. So my first thing in my plan of action was to get an internship and get an internship in something that I've been researching on, that I'm interested on. I was really interested in understanding how sustainable clothing works, and then I came across Aamvi clothing. They wanted an intern for a month and in social media marketing. I was sort of interested in social media way before, so I had an idea how to do Instagram marketing, a little bit of Pinterest marketing. So they said, okay, come in, it was a work from home situation, so it worked for me. And there I learned so much. I learned in terms of content creation, how to look at analytics, how to analyze which content is working good. Then I understood Pinterest marketing on a very different level altogether. And so on and so forth. I learned a lot about sustainable clothing, how we can improve the way we present sustainable brands and clothing, and there are so many branches of sustainable fashion altogether. So that sort of gave me a good kickstart. The Aamvi clothing internship, I landed it through Internshala. So it was, I just applied and I got through it. They had a phone conversation, they gave me an assignment and I sort of did good. So yeah, they just took me for it. So next was my first paid internship, which was with Laroy India, and they so the founder, she contacted me, she asked me a few questions about how I like to do my work, and she has seen my work on Instagram, and so she wanted a social media marketing intern. And I said yes, why not? For a nail polish brand, that will look amazing on my CV, and social media is something that I was looking towards going forward in my career. So I was like, okay, let's do this. And in that, not only did I get to explore social media India a lot more, I came to know a lot more about email marketing. How does that work? How do you make people come and interact with your emails, how the website merchandising looks like, what are the various content creation or site merchandising designs that you can do. So there was so much that I learned from Lara India altogether, and that really helped me in making my CV much better. By the way, Lara India internship, I got it from Internshala again, which was great. It's a free website, you can go check it out. Trust me, it gets you paid internships easily, and considering a lot of things are under lockdown, most of them are work from home, and it's such an easy way. So while I was doing Lara's internship, I also wanted a brand name on my CV, and I had applied to a lot of places before Lara. After working with Lara for a month, I got a call from PSafe that they wanted an intern immediately because there was some COVID issue. Because of that, some intern had to back out, and they have a space, would I like to join? And at that point of time, I thought, what can I do? This will add so much to my resume. So considering work from home, I said yes to that. So I was doing Lara and PSafe together at the same time. I was working 12 hours, 13 hours a day, just because I had to manage both of them really well. I did not want to screw up at my job at all. So I just worked, and I learned so much from PSafe as well. So yeah, this is how you can keep knowing and getting more contacts and getting to know more people and get internships to work around. Because of COVID, I got the chance to work from home, which opened more doors for me, and you can figure out stuff for yourself as well. Now, internships are also a great way to learn or get to know which department you want to work in, right? So I was really confused if I want to go in buying or planning or sourcing or marketing or digital marketing or cataloging. So I was really confused, and internships are sort of a great way to know which is the department that you want to work in. Now you would think that everything's going great with Shilpa, everything has fallen into place, सब कुछ अच्छा हो रहा है. But right before I had to do a 2 months internship for one of my course, as a part of my course, that's when things went down. I came across an internship, got through the interview and everything. They wanted a social media marketing intern. I was really interested in the brand that was. But within working for 3 months, I'm not going to take the name of the brand, that's different. 3 months of working, the founder and I could not be in a good communication stage. And the internship was not so long that, they would train me or, spend time in communicating and stuff like that. And I could also not find my interest in that brand specifically. I could not put myself into their shoes and try to understand what they were trying to do. And basically, there was a lot of communication gap from both the ends. And at that point of time, I could have fought to keep that internship to just get a certificate for, showing, presenting it for my jury. But I felt like this is not something that I want to do. This is not something that I want to present for my jury. If I want to do an internship and I want to present it to my jury, I better do it well. So I again got back to Internshala, and through Internshala I got an internship with my digital agency, which is basically a social media digital agency, and they deal a lot in terms of marketing and creating content and growing brands there. And it was a paid internship. They paid really good money. It was for 2 months, and I was like, yeah, let's do this. And in that I learned so much. I learned how to launch an Instagram page. I learned how to keep content, manage content, schedule content, grow following, and then market that in Pinterest. And you won't believe the very reason that digital agency hired me, because I had a very good experience and understanding of Pinterest marketing from my first internship, that's Aamvi. So you can see it just worked. Now by December 2020, the end of our third semester, everybody started looking for their 4 months internship, because that is going to be their graduation project. And there were a lot of companies coming in, and I applied for almost all of them. And wherever they asked for like optional portfolio, I made sure that I gave them a portfolio and a proper CV with all the internship that I've done before, with all the companies that were coming through, like, you know, college, I landed an interview with Myntra, and coincidentally they were looking for an intern for their in-house brand, which is Tavi. It's a sustainable ethnic wear brand of Myntra, and it relates to my Aamvi internship that I had done based on sustainable clothing. And I am no HR, but at the same time, if I'm shortlisting CV and I'm looking for a candidate who is, you know, who can gel well into the situation and has sustainable you know, ethnic wear written on their CV, of course I would at least have an interview with them. An interview is all that I needed. In the interview, the best part was that I knew a lot about it because I had studied so much about sustainable fashion, how packaging can be, how different brands are, you know, taking care of their waste, then the raw materials, then the way they're projecting their brand, and so forth. So I had a great conversation with the, you know, managers that were hiring for it, and I landed that freaking internship. Myntra is honestly, for a fashion student, it is a dream company, and I landed that internship, and that made me feel so great. And when I did the internship, that gave me a new understanding of how buying works more than anything else. I was so inquisitive about how buying works, and in that internship I completely understand what does a buyer do, what are the different aspects of what a buyer needs to know. So you can clearly see that every internship I did somewhere or the other helped me get the next thing in my life. I just trusted my fate and I kept working, took advantage of the free website or resources which were there. LinkedIn, Internshala are the two most amazing platforms where you can find really great internships and jobs. My current job, I landed it through LinkedIn. So you can see that, you know, you've just got to make sure whatever resources you have in front of you, you make the most of it, and just, you know, network with more people and try to get to know what you want to work on. Like, let's say at one point of time I was really inquisitive about sustainable fashion. I read so much on it that I can have a long conversation of cons and pros about any topic of that certain thing, and that sort of helped me to get where I wanted to go. Now, few things I just want you to take away from this video is A, do not at all underestimate the power of Internshala and LinkedIn. There are so many videos out there which tell you how to, you know, network with people on LinkedIn, how to get, you know, referred by somebody on LinkedIn, how to get an internship on Internshala and stuff like that. So do not underestimate the power of it. It can do a lot for you. You won't believe, at one point of time I was interviewing for 3 companies every single day because they found my profile on Internshala and I had applied for that internship, and there was a point where I had to actually make choices based on the internships offered which would look better on my CV altogether. I was the seeker, and at one point, because of building it up so much and knowing so many people and applying through Internshala, I had an option of choosing from different options. So this is how you can be in a place where you make the choices of things. Number 2, which you should never forget, never underestimate the power of working in a startup. In a startup, you must know that they are always looking to grow. They want to grow. They want to get an idea which is new, which is fresh. And interns are hired for that very reason, because they bring in a fresh eye. So what exactly happens in a startup is you can give as many ideas as you want to, and the decision makers just nitpick which works best for the brand or the company. And that sort of gives you or gets you in a place where you are responsible for more important things in a smaller setup. But at the same time, when you work through it, when you figure out, you know, let's say you're in a new start. I'm just giving a random example, guys. How do I say, get a vendor on board, let's say, you know, vendor of a particular thing on board. You talk to people who have done this thing in the company itself, then you talk to more people, then you talk to people who have already dealt with them, what are the criteria that the vendor you will be looking for, and how you can reach out to them, and you know, network with people and call people and try to manage the whole situation. So that is what management is all about, and a startup gives you a great experience when you work there. So do not be like, you know, oh, I'm just going to work for a huge big name MNC and not for a startup. Being an intern, a startup is a great way to start. Number 3, COVID situation sort of worked for me, you know, because of work from home. I got these internships which were interesting, which would look great on my CV, and at the same time I could explore as much as I wanted to. Somebody who is doing it in a non-COVID situation, it would have been difficult, because let's say you have to go to the office, you can't, you know, try to manage 2 internships which I was doing at one point of time. So just make use of your current situation. Try to find out the best solution for yourself in that situation. What I did during COVID worked for me. There's something else that's going to work out for you in your situation. So just always be hungry for looking out, you know, just what is out there for you, and explore. I knew by the end of my internship in Myntra where I want to go in my career, where I see my future, where I see the future of my career in, and I think internships serve a great purpose there. So hope this video helped you all and getting a perspective on how to get a good placement or internship. And I'm going to leave down few informations in the descriptions if you want to, you know, go back and check it out, and leave your queries in the comment section below and I'll answer them. And I hope you like this video. Please let me know which are the other type of videos that you would like to watch related to NIFT. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. It will make my day. And until the next video, bye.